We are going to have 7 by-elections in this country tomorrow. 7. And all those 7 by-elections are actually going to shape 2022 general elections in this country. We are going to have 1 parliamentary by-election in Msambweni. And I'm going to explain to you guys what that particular by-election in Msambweni means for William Ruto and what it means for Raila Odinga. And we are also going to have 6 other by-elections at the ward level. We are going to have a by-election in Kisumu North. Kisumu North is in Kisumu West constituency. Kisumu West constituency is represented in parliament by Olago Alwach. Olago Alwach has done something which no any other leader has ever done or achieved in Nyanza. In 2013, Olago Alwach was elected on a Ford Kenya ticket. He defeated the ODM candidate. In 2017, Olago Alwach repeated the same thing. So which means Olago Alwach, who is a Ford Kenya member of parliament, has defeated ODM party twice in Kisumu West. So in Kisumu North, Olago Alwach has a candidate who is running on a Ford Kenya ticket. How is that candidate going to fare? The ODM party also has a candidate in Kisumu North. And then there's the entry of the Ogenya member of parliament, David Ochieng, into that particular election. He's also sponsoring a candidate in that particular by-election. And if David Ochieng is going to win that by-election, I can assure you, many politicians who are not comfortable with ODM party in Nyanza are going to troop to David Ochieng's party, because today most of them are actually trooping to Kanu. So that by-election in Kisumu North is significant, politically speaking. And then we are also going to have another by-election in Dabaso ward. Dabaso ward is in Kilifi North constituency. Now this is one of the most interesting wards and one of the by-elections which Kenyans are going to watch very keenly. Dabaso is in Kilifi North, in Kilifi County. Kilifi North is represented in parliament by Owen Baya. Owen Baya currently is in Team Tanga Tanga. Owen Baya wants to contest for the Kilifi gubernatorial seat. If he's going to win that seat, because he has a candidate there, Tanga Tanga has a candidate there. If they're going to win, then Owen Baya is going to have a bragging rights. Then there is Aisha Jumwa, who also wants to become the governor for Kilifi. He represents Malindi constituency. Aisha Jumwa has been concentrating so much in Msambweni, and I was telling someone that Aisha Jumwa ought to have concentrated all her energy in Daboso. Because if they are going to be defeated in Daboso and another defeat in Msambweni, then Aisha Jumwa's politics is going to end. Then there is the entry of Gideon Mungaro into this particular by-election. And Gideon Mungaro is actually owning the ODM candidate in Daboso. If the ODM candidate is going to emerge victorious, the biggest winner in all this is going to be one man, Gideon Mungaro. And that's going to announce his entry back into the ODM party. But it doesn't end there. Amason Jaffa Kingi, the governor for Kilifi, is said to be pushing for the brother, who is the member of parliament for Magarini, Michael Kingi, to succeed him. So there's also that infighting within ODM party on who was supposed to be given the certificate. But Gideon Mungaro prevailed. So it's going to be a very interesting politics in Dabaso. And then there is another by-election in Kahawa Windani, which is in Kiambu County. Kiambu County is the home county of President Uhuru Kenyatta. There is the Jubilee candidate And then there's the Tanga candidate, sponsored by Moses Kuria. So assuming Moses Kuria's candidate is going to win in Kahawa Windani, what message will that send to President Uhuru Kenyatta? What message? And then there is another by-election in Gatari ward, in Murang'a, Ndindi Nyoro's constituency of Kiharu. Ndindi Nyoro preferred candidate was defeated, but he has a candidate he's supporting. What will happen to President Uhuru Kenyatta if Ndindi Nyoro's candidate is going to defeat his candidate or his Jubilee Party candidate? Very interesting politics there. Then there is the Lakeview ward in Naivasha. I don't think much is going to be witnessed here. But in general, those 7 by-elections are going to determine, are going to shape 2022 general election. But what does those by-elections mean for William Ruto and for Raila Odinga? Specifically, the Msambweni by-election. Because remember, I was just reading something today. I was reading something here from Kipchumba Murkomen. He just updated something. Kipchumba Murkomen is saying that Msambweni top security officers transferred a night before elections. Meanwhile, a team of police officers who have been meeting a governor in Mombasa, he's referring to Joho, are set to take over from tonight. What is the motive? He has tagged the IG, and he's also attached the police service official handle. I don't want to believe that Kipchumba Murkomen is surprised at this. During the last election, something happened. All ODM strongholds had police officers from either Rift Valley and Central Kenya manning or leading. So that they could be friendly. The same thing which is being played here for William Ruto, if what Kipchumba Murkomen is alleging is true, is the same thing which happened in Kibra. And it can't be coincidence that in Kibra, the guy who was transferred was a Kalenjin. And again in Msambweni, the guy who was transferred, or who has been transferred, is a Kalenjin. But I don't want to get into those. So Msambweni politics means a lot to William Ruto and to Raila Odinga. And of course, in politics, there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. And already in Msambweni, I know who is going to win. But for your sake, I'm not going to mention that person here. But I'll analyze the outcome after the election, because I don't want to be accused of campaigning for an individual after the campaign period has ended. But what does this by-election mean for Raila Odinga and for William Ruto? I want to start with Raila Odinga and looking at the 2 outcomes, assuming he wins and assuming he's defeated. Let's begin with the assumption that Raila Odinga's party, ODM party, is going to emerge the winner in Msambweni. What will it mean? Number one, it's going to mean that Raila Odinga is going to stamp his authority in the coastal politics. Nothing is going to change there. Because you all know that William Ruto and his allies have been alleging that Raila Odinga has lost ground. In fact, I was talking to a very good friend of mine who is a very senior player within Team Tanga Tanga. He was telling me that they've done opinions, several of them. And in the coastal region, William Ruto now enjoys 65% of support. And I asked him whether he believes that. He told me he believes that. Then he also went further and told me that out of the 37 counties we have in this country, according to their scientific research, William Ruto controls 39 of the counties. So which means Raila Odinga is only controlling 8. Of those 8, 6 are from Nyanza, and probably 1 in Nairobi. And then which one again? Maybe 1 county at the coast. But at the cost, they were saying that it's only in Kwale where Raila Odinga is still very strong. So if Raila Odinga's party is going to win this seat, it means Raila Odinga is going to stamp his authority at the cost. Number two, it's going to give a boost, a major boost, to Raila Odinga's allies at the coast. Hassan Joho is going to emerge as a national leader. That's the honest truth, because he's been the face of that particular campaign. And Amason King is also going to rise. So my assumption is Joho is going to be the deputy prime minister somewhere. Then Amason King is going to be elevated under that arrangement to become, say, the minister in charge of finance, or even legal affairs, or even minister for security. But the allies of Raila Odinga are going to emerge if he's going to win. Number three, is also going to attract more aspirants to ODM party. Because remember, once after the last election, the deputy president embarked on a campaign train at the coast, targeting coast and western Kenya. And because he embarked forcefully, there are aspirants I know who wanted to contest on ODM ticket. And these guys are now not going outside there. They are waiting. So Msambweni is going to provide that platform. And assuming ODM party is going to win, it means Msambweni is going to offer them now the opportunity to attract more aspirants into the party. And lastly, it's going to be a huge momentum for the Building Bridges initiative process. If ODM candidate is going to be defeated in Msambweni, that should mark the end of the Building Bridges initiative process. Unless something happens, or unless they are going to create another euphoria, which I don't think is possible. So it's going to help them to create a momentum should they win. But what will happen if they are defeated? It will only confirm one thing, that Raila Odinga has lost the grip of coastal region. So basically, ultimately, if that's going to be the case, then it means William Ruto is going to take charge, or someone from the coast is going to take charge of coastal politics. Now, the second guy is William Ruto. He can win the Msambweni by election, his party, or his candidate, or he can lose. Assuming William Ruto wins the Msambweni by election, what is it going to mean? Number one, it's going to help him create the momentum for national politics. William Ruto is said to be popular. It has never been tested or tried anywhere. So Msambweni is going to prove that. If he's going to win, then that's going to be a baptism into national politics. That's the reality. Number two, is also going to give his allies the bragging rights. Assuming these guys are going to win, what do you think Aisha Jumwa is going to say next? What about Hassan Omar? What about Boni Halwale? What about Susan Kihika? The entire William Ruto's brigade from Rift Valley are actually camping in Msambweni. In their next rally, what do you think they are going to tell the ODM party if they are going to win? Basically, they are going to have the bragging rights. Number three, it's going to help them decide whether to support the BBI or to oppose. But in my view, if they are going to win, then it's going to give them the boost to even go further and oppose the Building Bridges initiative. And lastly, one of the things these guys should want to do is to defeat Raila Amolo Odinga, even if it's only in Msambweni. Because they believe Raila Odinga is the guy who stopped William Samoei Ruto from exercising power as the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. But what's going to happen if they are going to lose? Simple. It's just going to confirm that William Ruto's brand of politics is not working. His strategies are not working. The perceived support he has in the country is not there. So people will then start challenging him publicly. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Thank you guys. If you're watching this video for the first time, please take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day. Bye bye.